and I'm here to talk about my Quiver. Since we are mostly a ski company, I'll start with my skis. These are the Zorro 100 by 178s in a countervail build. That's a viscoelastic dampening material that is awesome. Makes them a little bit lighter and ski a little more damp. And this is my custom graphic. It's an ode to the shop. If you looked around the shop, there's all these stencils around here from back in the day. And I went with the 178 just to get a little bit shorter for chasing my kids in the tight trees. Then I built them a little bit stiffer to counteract that. We'll move on to my snowboards. I guess we'll start with my favorite at the moment. This is a 152, we call it the double wide. It is a swallowtail and it has an ash core. I am not a big fan of short boards, but I've been obsessing over something like this for a long time, so we finally built it. It is super duper fun. Carves on the hard pack just like I wanted it, face to the ground. It has a 7.2 radius and with 30 millimeters of taper, roughly. Pretty much can carve circles on it, and obviously it's for your big powder days. Insanely fun in the tight trees and the steeps. Guess we'll stay on resort. This is my everyday driver. It is the Sisos, and it has a 7.5 meter radius. It is a 160. It comes in a 160 and 160, 155, and a 149. This one in particular has a little bit of ash, and it's kind of a big boy build in the 160. Nice and damp. Charges super hard in the steeps, really fun everywhere, rides switch really well. I would consider it a directional board with rocker tip and tail and traditional camber. Let me move on to some backcountry stuff. This is one of the weirder things I've built. This is all hand shaped, so not exactly reproducible, but this is kind of leading me to the next project that we're going to make in here, which is a hybrid split pow surfer. So we can slide the plates on there for a very versatile all-around board. As you can see, it's as wide as our materials allow here. So it's very wide, floats like crazy, very short tail, and then a lot of side cut back by the rear foot, which allows this thing to be super slashy, fun, and maneuverable. I haven't found a day deep enough to make me want bigger or fatter. So, and ultra light, so super easy on the skin tracks up. This is the Sisos with my modified swallowtail, because it is always more fun to have a swallowtail. And it has a 7.5 radius also. For any of you guys that have been around the valley for a while, this is a modified, redesigned Voodoo from Cold Smoke. And it is a tried and true design with a redesigned tip and tail for better float. This is an ultralight build. We do it in a regular Polonia core also. Insanely durable, super fun on the skin track because it's a little bit narrower. I use this kind of as my all mountain spring resort, do it all board, still kills it in the POW. That is my Quiver.